I did a video on putting a lift kit underneath the trailer to raise it up 3 inches. After I got done, it actually brought my step up in the air almost 15, a little bit over 15 inches right there, which is kind of hard to get in. So what we're going to do today is try to figure out what we can make to step up on. And this will show you what I come up with. Here's what I'm thinking about using. It's called a project platform, 45.5 inches long by 12 inches wide. I think it will make a great step out onto from the trailer or up into, because it's nice and long. It gives you that extra space. The problem is the legs, when you fold it out, are way too tall. So I'm going to fold it out here and show it to you. Here's what it looks like when you unfold it. I don't quite have the whole corner flipped completely out because it won't sit on the table, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. My intentions is to cut the legs off of it. Let me get a tape measure here. I'm thinking about coming down from the top here about 7.5 inches and cutting the leg off right there. So that way it's short and it's about half the distance to the other step, which makes the steps pretty much the same. We're going to see what we can do there and if this will work and be sturdy enough. I'm also thinking about taking this bracket off and remount it between here to make sure that the legs are solid so they won't collapse inwards or sideways or something. Alright, let's try that. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is take and drill these rivets out of these foot pads so I can reuse them. So I got me a bit here, fits right in the very center of that. We're going to drill it and it will knock that cap off of there, allow us to slide this off, and we can reuse them. So let me get those off of there, I'll show you. There we go, came right off of there. Okay, now that we got the rivet drilled out, we're going to lift this up a little bit to give it, kind of get it sliding over the top of the rivet, and then we're going to pull those off. That's all you have to do. This will just push right down through the hole. You just tap it. You can knock that out, but we won't need it because we're not going to use this part of the ladder. But we do want to reuse these. So we're going to take all these off of here. Let me get that done. Okay, we got all the brackets off the step ladder. Here's the support, and here's the cross supports that was in here. So we just took them right out of there after we took the rivets out. We're going to move them up into here, up into this area right here. Alright, now we're going to mark the legs 7.5 inches, and then we're going to end up cutting it off right about here. We'll be getting rid of the rest of this leg. These will just fold up, and I'm going to end up putting those other brackets in between when we get done. But we're going to mark all of them, cut them off. Let me get that done. Okay, I've got all the legs cut off. Remember, I cut them at 7.5 inches up. Right there, I believe it is. Now what I'm going to do is take some sandpaper here and sand the ends of these where I've sawed on them, so that way it has nice smooth edges. Because I'm going to put those caps on it. I don't want that metal eating into the caps. So let me get that done. Okay, I went ahead and sanded all these off. It didn't take much because it's aluminum. I just hit it a few times. Now we're going to put our cross braces up here and put them in place. As you can see, the cross brace is going to be too long because the legs will actually spread it out further the longer the legs were. So we're going to mark this and cut this cross brace off so it'll actually slide down in inside of the legs itself. Alright, let's get that done. Alright, I cut one of these off just to show you how much difference there was. Right there. I'm going to cut that much off of it. That should allow me to take this, place it right up in here, if I can do this one-handed, and put it right in the ladder leg itself. As you can see how easy it went in there. Now it's going to go down further because I'm going to have it down in here because I'll put the cap back on it. But that's what you want. That way it ain't spreading the legs out or bending them or nothing. Fits right in there nice and perfect. Okay, I'll get the other one cut and we'll see how this works out. Okay, now we got both of them cut off. I just wanted to mention, I didn't use any fancy tools to do this with, just a hacksaw and drill bit. We will be using a rivet gun to put them back in with. I really like using a rivet gun because it's just so handy to do. don't have to worry about screws sticking through and being sharp or anything like that. But this is going to actually slide right up into here, just like I showed you. About like so. And then we're going to push it down. Let me show you. I got the other one just setting in place. So you see how the crossbar went right back in there, and then we got the 2 rubber caps that goes on it. So that's what we're going to do on both sides and see how that comes out. Okay, I've already put a rivet on this side, so all I did was just drill a hole through both pieces of the metal here to connect them together. We're going to put a rivet in there, and I'm going to show you what they look like and how it actually works. Here's the rivet for anybody who's never used these before. They just strictly go right into the hole, just like that. See, after you drill the hole, you set them in there, and they fit in there. But what you really do is you actually put them in the rivet gun before you use it. I just wanted to show you how they just sit right in the hole. Let me show you how it sits in the rivet gun. Alrighty, we got it all riveted back together. All the legs are back on it. The supports are on it. Now, I didn't put the cross supports on it. There wasn't enough room in there. So what I did was I doubled up the rivets on it. This creates a nice box effect. So that way it can't wobble back and forth. I believe it's going to work. Now, this thing does have locks on it for locking it in place. So this way here, you know, don't try to unfold on you or something, or fold up, I should say. It has one on each side. The other one's over on that side, and this one's on this side. But I believe that might make a nice step. Let's go put it up by the trailer and see what it looks like. Okay, I got it sitting out here. You can see the difference in the stepping. What a big difference with that step. Let me go down here and show you. Looks like it came out just about right, 7.5 inches. The top of it's around 15. So it gives us an even step. Trailer's not set exactly level, but that's what it'll end up coming out to be. So that works. That's going to work out really good. I went with this because it was lightweight, and I didn't want to haul around any more weight than we have to. Let me show you something else I'm thinking about doing to it. I believe this is going to work out really good. Now, if a person wanted to, because we have 4 of these, because there was 4 legs, you could take these and actually put them right in here on both sides, all 4 of them, and then take and rivet them into it, and then flip it over and rivet the other side. What will happen is this part right here will be strengthened. This won't be quite as strong, but this will be strengthened. That will actually allow you to put more weight on it without it giving, because it makes the beam stronger. If you had enough of it, you could put some in the center, or if you just wanted to get another piece of an aluminum period, some angle iron or something, and strengthen it up, box iron. But that's an idea. Just wanted to show that to you, just in case you was worried about the weight. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed it, learned something. Thanks for watching.